It's more of a nuanced metric that you have to be aware of. I just know that there is so much untapped potential in me, and probably in you too. If you're watching this video, there's untapped potential in you. And I want to encourage you, if you feel that way too. I genuinely wanted my clients to win. When I had the agency, like, people would win, but it wasn't to the capacity that I knew that was possible. So when I started this, I was like, please, I want them to win. Stop romanticizing your coaching business until you have watched this entire video. I am sharing the recent challenges, the wins, the losses of owning a coaching business here in Bali that's done over 6 figures, and I want to share with you the real truth. If you're going through challenges right now in your coaching business, if you're thinking about starting one, or if you are currently scaling one, this will be relatable, hopefully help you. You can learn from my losses, my wins, and just what to expect. So, besides the amazing benefits of owning a coaching business, like high income potential if you choose to go more so of a scalable model, you're actually impacting people's lives, and you can see that impact if you are a genuinely good coach. Low overhead costs, there's not a ton of things, just Zoom ads, appointment setter, closer. And yeah, you continually just are self-improving. Like, that's really the name of the game with coaching. I feel like as a coach, you just start hiring coaches because you believe in coaching. Ability, work-life balance, freedom to work wherever you want. But I feel like no one actually shares the real truth of owning a coaching business. So that's what I want to do. Months of income where it's high and low. Working a corporate job, you are given a salary, so you have an expected amount of income, but that's not with coaching unless you have an MRR set up, which is definitely good to have that consistent basis in. But when you're just starting out, when you're scaling, it's not always going to be the same amount of income every single month. Yeah, it can be isolating, it can be lonely. Marketing, client acquisition, you always need to be doing that. Building, reputation does take time. Building trust with people does take time. So you have to be willing to be patient throughout this journey. Burnout, administrative burden, keeping skills current, setting boundaries, blah, blah, blah. I did want to share, it's been about a year. It's been 11 months since I started my coaching business. It's September 22nd when I'm filming this, and I started it in October when I launched it, and I did a little launch. Had never launched anything before, but I did a launch, and I got 3 clients. um and that was fun. So at the time, I also didn't ever like post content as much or do reels, and I've done that. So it's just been great to kind of document the journey as you grow if you are doing organic content of learning. And when I first started, I didn't know if the strategy I was teaching was going to work out. So I had full faith and trust. I was praying so much. I really had to put my trust in God. There were nights where I was just, yeah, praying so hard, like, please, please have this work out, because I genuinely wanted my clients to win. When I had the agency, like, people would win, but it wasn't to the capacity that I knew that was possible. So when I started this, I was like, please, I want them to win. I want them to have results. And that is the most fulfilling thing ever. And since then, I have now grown to 34 clients in the group. What else? We've been posting content consistently every week for the past year. I started the YouTube 2 videos a week. I've put some of them unlisted because they're just so cringy to watch, even now, my videos. 165 members in the free community, 355 subs on YouTube. The coaching industry is huge. It is evaluated at, I believe I looked this up, what is it? 6.2 billion irregular income cycles and how to manage them. Um, there have been moments along this journey where I've had to have complete trust in God. Um, and I find that this entrepreneurial journey is like a battlefield for testing your faith and knowing that miracles will come, having faith even when it doesn't manifest in the physical realm as quick as you want it to, and knowing that it will come because you have been supported along this entire journey. I've always had my expenses covered. I've always, had more. And sometimes we forget about that. We forget about how we've been held throughout this entire process, even in months where we're like, I want more. I know I can do more. I know I can help more people. I want more responsibility. But then just looking back at how you have stewarded so far and seeing how you have been graced by God through each month, it's unbelievable. It's so beautiful to see because, yeah, it's not consistent and you aren't given a check every single month. You have to go out and create that check for yourself, constantly being tested in your faith and whether you will be in the state of gratitude and abundance or a state of scarcity and lacking generosity. At those challenges and seeing how they've actually helped me, because now that I have faith in those little moments where I'm nervous of, God, hey, my bank account, like it's low right now. I'm used to like seeing this. Why is it this? And then just knowing like, okay, it'll all work out, I think gives me more trust in God that I can take bigger leaps of faith and take risks and know that I'll always be supported. And sometimes your focus goes more so to product and then it's not on marketing as much because you are a one person team and you want to make your product as good as possible so that your clients can win. But then you're like, oh shoot, I haven't posted content and now I need to go out there and do that. So it's just a consistent dance between different roles that you play and knowing how to manage each role. What does my day to day look like? Um, this upcoming week, we booked in 6 action plans. So I get to speak with people from all around the world and hear what businesses they are building. And I get to breathe faith into them and also consult them on what steps would be best to build momentum in their business. So, as you are on this path of entrepreneurship, I actually wrote a thread the other day that I want to share with you on this because there can be an emotional toll that happens, but it's actually really good. So, have you ever gotten a cold and your immune system each time it gets stronger and stronger? Same thing in business. When you are going through hiccups in your business, you're actually making your company tougher. So, an example of this is like people coming to calls frustrated, people arguing, people letting you down, um, people not being integral, people just doing people things. Those will prep you for the bigger things. So, next time you're thinking, why is this going wrong? That's valid, but also remember, like, you're not failing, you're building up your business immune system. What I've found to be true, and I've learned this the hard way, is only taking on clients who you know you can help. If you don't, then you will probably spend way longer trying to help them and take away from the business's growth. So we have to learn how to say no and have control, and really only take on clients that you know that you can help. When you do, when you say yes to the clients you know you can help and you work with clients who you absolutely adore, ooh, I love showing up to my Zoom calls now. It's so fun. I love to talk with clients and hear how they're doing. And it is, yeah, there's definitely really high moments where, you know, you love those people and you want to see them win so much. And it's a highlight of my day to hop on calls with them. But it's also, yeah, there's an ongoing pressure definitely to stay relevant and to stay up to date. You can see how someone behaves not in their words, but in their actions. It's been a lesson that I've learned this past couple of months, especially. And I wanted to share that because sometimes people will say one thing but mean another, or they will say one thing but not actually back it up with action. And yeah, I now see that so clearly And that's so it's truth. Okay, this one is the real topic. And I saved it till the end because I wanted to share it for those who want to watch all the way through because y'all are homies. So, burnout and self-care. You are the sole owner of your business, and so that means that you are responsible for how much the company is growing. So let's say you show up 100% one day. That means the company grew because of you, because you showed up fully. But let's say you show up at 50% performance and your focus is not dialed in, you're distracted, you're not showing up with enthusiasm and energetic for the meetings that you have. That will then bleed into the business's performance, into the client experience. And I find that it's more of a nuanced metric that you have to be aware of is your self-care. And when I first started this business, I was not I was still learning. Let's put it that way. And I was really mastering how to take days off because that was pretty foreign to me at the time. And now that I have understood the importance, I see how it can contribute to the growth of the business and contribute to the success of the business. I do feel like I have kind of slipped into this like comfortable zone where I am letting the, self-care mindset of like, oh, just um put it off or whatever. But I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to have any excuses. So from now on, September 22nd till the end of the year, I really want to dial in. I'm going to be turning ad blockers on YouTube, so I only am reading my Audible books, and I'm just being really careful and intentional about the inputs I put in so that the inputs I put out are of higher quality and I can just give to my clients with more clear channel energy. That is how I'm currently feeling when it comes to self-care and burnout. It might change soon, but I just know that there is so much untapped potential in me and probably in you too. If you're watching this video, there's untapped potential in you. And I want to encourage you, if you feel that way too, yes, have time dedicated to self-care and resting and rejuvenating, but also how far can you push yourself? Are you in that state of comfort right now? And do you know that there is more possible for you? If you made it to the end of this video, thanks so much for watching. This was more of a raw talk where I share thoughts that are going on. And yeah, just really celebrating this past year of all the achievements that we've made together. Thanks for being along for the journey. If you aren't already in the school community, go ahead and join. Link is below. It's free. We host group coaching calls in there. You have a network of dope coaches, a course in there to help you set up your first ad and make bigger impact and ripples on the world. So if you are new here, go ahead and subscribe, let me know what you thought in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video.